Welcome. Here is a rundown of the war in Ukraine. 1,000 heating points set up in Kyiv as Russia continues to strike key infrastructure. 1,000 heating points will be established throughout the Ukrainian capital ahead of the winter to prepare for further strikes on critical infrastructure. Vitaly Klitschko, the mayor of Kyiv, said the city was preempting a potential loss of its heating system. In the wake of renewed strikes on energy and water supply facilities, missile and drone attacks have damaged 40% of Ukraine's energy infrastructure and have already briefly left large parts of Kyiv without power and water, prompting power rationing. Mr. Klitschko said that city authorities were considering different scenarios due to missile attacks. The worst one is where there will be no electric power, water or district heating at all, he said. For that case, we are preparing over 1,000 heating points in our city. The locations will be equipped by generators and have a stock of necessities such as water, he said. Meanwhile, Ukrainians who have already left the country due to the war with Russia have been urged to stay abroad for the winter. Wagner Group advancing up to 200 meters per day in Ukraine. The British Defense Ministry has released its daily update on the situation on the ground in Ukraine as the war with Russia drags on. The MOD said the owner of the Russian Wagner Group private military company, Yevgeny Prigozhin, stated on 23 October that Wagner forces were making advances of 100 to 200 meters per day. He claimed this was normal in modern warfare. However, the MOD says Russian forces plan to advance 30 kilometers or more per day in most conditions. It added, in February, Russian forces plan to make a 1,000 kilometers advance through Ukraine within a month. In September, Ukrainian forces achieved advances of over 20 kilometers per day. In the last 2 months, Prigozhin has abandoned any pretense that he is not associated with Wagner and has been more explicit in his public statements. He is likely trying to burnish his credibility within the stressed Russian national security system. And Russia launches military satellite into space. Russia has launched a Soyuz rocket carrying a military satellite into space, Russian news agencies reported on Wednesday, citing the Defense Ministry. The rocket, a Soyuz 2.1B medium-class launch vehicle, was launched at 9:48 a.m. Moscow time, 6:48 a.m. GMT, from the Plesets Cosmodrome. There were no immediate details about the purpose of the satellite.